Hello, and thank you for clicking on my video. If you like the content I'm creating, please like and subscribe to my channel. That really helps me out. So let's get started with today's DevOps SRE interview question. The question today is, how do you measure the SLI, the availability of a service? If you want to think about that for a second, please pause the video and I will give you an answer shortly. Okay, so first of all, some background. SLI stands for Service Level Indicator. So you're measuring how available or how slow or fast a service is. And service in this case could be a microservice or a web service running on a VM or a container, what have you, right? You want to know how available your service is. So the good news here is this one is actually not too hard to calculate. The reason being, any cloud provider, first of all, these services, on containers or virtual machines and whatnot, they're almost always behind a load balancer. And those load balancers give you logs for every request that comes through and the response that you get from the backend. So if you look at the logs, and first of all, when you get a response that's good, you get a 200 code back, and that's in the logs. When your backend fails, you typically get a 500 error, 500 something, some number error back from the virtual machine or the container that's supposed to be providing the service. With that code, you know that it just didn't work. On the website, on the web, when you sometimes get oops, try again kind of error, those are the 500 errors we were talking about. So a simple answer is you look at the logs and you count up all the requests. So let's say over a minute you had 1,000 requests and 990 of them were 200. That means it's all good. But 10 of them return some sort of 500 error, right? If you count them up, 10 over 1,000 would be 1%. So in this particular case, you have 99% availability. Generally speaking, in production, you want somewhere around 49. So you want your availability to be 99.99. But because AWS and GCP and Azure, they all give you load balancers that give you logs for all the requests that come through and the responses, it's an easy way to find out how available your service is, and that would be one of your SLIs. I hope you found this useful, and I will see you in the next video.